Happy Monday, people. Happy Monday. Oh, I made it through the 90 minutes cardio. I wish I got like a proper before and after picture of how fucking disgusting I looked. I don't think I've ever been that sweaty, red, blotchy, just generally rank. But I got through it. It got done. I was very proud of myself. The people coming up to me in Ultimate Fitness like, have you been on there that entire time? And I was like, yes, help. NFM workshop was amazing, as usual. Do you know what? They're just a really, really thoughtful federation. GBO and NFM just genuinely want the best for their athletes. They give them so many opportunities. It's just great. And if you haven't got one in your show calendar, really consider it, because honestly, I love them. Suki goes out of his way to do all these giveaways all the time. I've won, what have I won? So I've won like 2 pre-workouts since being with them. That £500 complete strength thing giveaway. I've gone to several posing workshops. They've all been free of charge. That all comes with goodie bags and are all massive networking opportunities. It's just great. It's really, really good. And you get to explore these gyms that you haven't been to before and meet like-minded people, and obviously have posing lessons for free, because they're not cheap. They're not cheap. Amazing. I just really, really rate them. Really, really nice people. All of their posing instructors are like GBO pros and just great. Just real good times. So I've just gone and done my leg session. It went really well, actually. I don't want to say it. I'm quite enjoying legs at the moment. I think it's because I know it's one of those areas that I really need to bring up. So therefore, I'm tanking it. I enjoyed that. I didn't do any cardio apart from I did a little bit of a walk to make a dent in some of my steps for the day. And I'll do 45 minutes cardio when I finish work today. So I'm going to go over there and do that. I haven't really got a lot going on this week apart from thinking what the fuck I'm going to do when Andy goes on Friday for 3 weeks. So going to be a weird one. Feeling pretty shitty about that, but not really gonna say anything to him because he also feels shitty about that. We both just feel mutually shitty about that, but it's got to be done. I'm very, very proud of him, and he's just great, and he deserves all these opportunities. He works so hard. So that'll be weird. What else is going on? I tell you what, if I don't have a weight drop this week, I'll be very surprised. Very surprised. The way that I'm looking this morning and the way my skin literally hangs off my body as a former very fat person, there ain't no way that I'm not taking a good drop this week. I won't have it. I can see in my midsection and my abs are coming through. There are abs under there as well to some extent, which is very nice because I've been working really hard on those as well. It's something that I wanted to bring up post shows. Because everyone on stage had abs and I just really didn't. They were still quite soft and I was like, I need to put a little bit of effort into this. So I'm actually training them rather than just hoping for the best that I catch them in some of my movements where my core's engaged. So I've been doing a lot of bonus abs, like practically daily. So if they're not there, I'll probably give up. No, I won't. But yeah, so I'm hoping for a good drop this week. I feels it. I do. All the signs are there. Good evening. I'm multitasking, cooking chicken, washing up, being a badass. This morning I had 98 subscribers on YouTube, which I thought was, I don't know, it was just getting close to a milestone, and I was really, really pleased with that. I think that's really cool that lots of people want to just fuck about with me for the ride of this whole madness. By the way, still got Easter eggs. Honestly, I'm a G. I can't wait for them. Although I think they're ruined from the heat wave. I think they've melted and gone back to their original shape because I had to bin one, and it takes a lot for me to bin chocolate, but that was back when I used to have Easter egg in my plan. It was a nice time. But anyway, this morning I had 98 subscribers. I posted on Instagram that I wanted to make 100 by the end of the day, and we're on 108. Hiya, welcome. I talk about prep and being a first timer and things that I've learned along the way in my first season of competitive bodybuilding. I talk a lot of shit, I have a rant, I tell it like it is, I suppose, and yeah, I hope that you actually enjoy that. I mean, you're still here, so hopefully that's all good. If there ever is anything that anyone wants me to cover or do, I'd love it. I'm always open to stuff. So I'm just cooking my chicken. I'm really trying to put off eating my protein pudding. I'm starting to get hungry. I ate my oatmeal at work. And I ate my rice cakes when I came in. And yeah, I'm putting off my protein pudding. Although I'd normally be having it about 8 o'clock and it's 7:15. One of them is more filling than the other, I think. So the little ones that I have, hold on, let me just get an example. Aldi, Lidl. Consistency is runnier, but tastes better. Not as yummy, but still yummy. Stodgier. So I feel like I might go for an Aldi one tonight and see whether that makes any difference. God, this is fucking thrilling content. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna have one. Managed to find the black and sweetened cold brew, so that might be a game changer tomorrow. Might have myself a little iced coffee. Wow. Little iced coffee with my Skinny Foods creamer. Wowie. But then again, might not, who knows. Right, I should probably do some of this washing up before Andy gets home and wonders what I've been doing this entire time. But yeah, just wanted to come on and say thanks really, because that's a big deal to me and I'm really grateful. It's enough of being nice though, isn't it? Good morning, it is Tuesday. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous for this session. Last night I had what I can only describe, or what we've referred to in our household as chicken bum. It doesn't matter whether you had bad chicken or not, it's called chicken bum, and now you know exactly what I'm talking about. I think it was the worst chicken bum I've ever had. Yeah, no, I'll go there. It was the worst chicken bum I've ever had. If I don't drop about 6 kilos this week, just from pure poop, I'll be shooketh. So good morning, and I don't trust any of my farts today. Chin chin. 2 things. 1, starting to see lines. Lines, definition. If I haven't dropped weight tomorrow, someone's gonna fucking die, because there's just no way. There is no way that I haven't had a weight drop tomorrow, because I am changing. 2, I'm about 2 hours behind on meals. I was doing some community group training today, about 2 in a village just outside of Lincoln. So I didn't have my second chicken and veg meal. So I've got my, I was just about to say my massive oats meal. By no means is at all, but it will feel it today. I've got my oats meal, I've got my rice cakes, and I've got my pudding, and it's gonna be sweet as. I'm gonna just nip to Lidl on the way home and pick up some yogurt, because the one that I've got at the moment just ain't hitting it, and I'm looking for the skirt. I've fogged up. I think that's my sign to go. I just walked past KFC and the actual heat and smell of chicken just hit me in the face and reminded me to pick up the camera. Oh god. So I haven't had any feedback yet, but check-in was good. I'm okay with it. I'm happy with how I look. The drop wasn't as big as I anticipated. I think I've dropped about half a kilo since Saturday. So I am looking much tighter. I'm seeing a lot of definition in places that there just hasn't been in previous weeks. Looking tighter. So I'm quite happy. I don't know what will change. I'll pick up and record again if there are any changes made to diet today. But yeah, we're looking good for 8.5 weeks out. I'm certainly looking a damn sight better than I did for first timers, which is the goal. I think I've talked about it before. I don't anticipate a place, certainly not top 3. I'd love top 6 for British finals, and I just think it's kind of a prestigious stage to be on, so anything other than having a fucking great day and looking better than I did for first timers is what we want. So I'm already happy with how I'm looking. It's just the next kind of plan of action. Steps are still at 10k, cardio is still at 45 minutes for now, and yeah, see what she says. Update today, coach is happy. I'm going to go and see her on Friday night for an in-person check-in, because as much as my check-ins are fine, I don't think they're really... There's a bit of striation there. Ooh, see? Leaner than I look in my check-ins. I don't think my check-ins are showing the extent of my fat loss, so I was going to go and see her next week anyway, but with Andy going away, I just thought I'd go over on Friday night because I'm not doing anything else and I'm probably just going to be sad. So I'm going to go over Friday night, see her, and then any changes she will make as she was going to on the Saturday. I think we can probably get away with being on higher calories for a little bit longer. I worked them out today and I'm on 2,423. So that is really high. A lot higher than I thought. We haven't got as much to peel off, no, and I'm retaining tissue a lot better than I did for my first run of shows. So things are still looking really good. We're coming up to 8 weeks out on the weekend, and yeah, I'm feeling good about it. Just a bit annoyed that I'm just not, my check-ins just aren't reflecting. I wish I could check in outside. There's nowhere outside that doesn't cast a shadow here, so I have to do them indoors. I think she'd get a much better idea of how I'm looking if I was doing my check-ins outside. So yeah, gonna do that. Probably make some changes over the weekend. And I'm probably going to go and train somewhere cool at the weekend. I don't know what to do, but I feel like I'm not going to sit and mope. I'm just going to use this 3 weeks that Andy's away to just be even more tunnel vision, really. And probably look like a toilet brush a lot, because why not? Good morning. God, it's dark in here. What the hell? Just experimenting with a little bit of cold brew before I go and do my cardio this morning. So I thought I looked a little bit leaner today, so I weighed myself out of curiosity. I'm not an advocate for weighing yourself every day. I think it's stupid, but another nearly a kilo down on yesterday. Interesting, hey? Now I don't know whether this is going to be nice or not. Obviously they're usually pretty creamy, so I'm just doing an experiment before I go and do my cardio with some cold brew, unsweetened, 4 calories per 100 ml, and some vanilla creamer. Please be it. Maybe it needs a little bit more creamer. it's not the one, but it might fill a gap. Now, see, now it tastes a little bit more creamer heavy. Okay, 2 squirts is the sweet spot. 3 squirts is a step too far, and it tastes too much like the creamer. Well, that'll do me this morning. No pre-workout necessary. See, I'm feeling quite good that I might be on a bit of a swoosh, because I was a little bit gutted yesterday when my weight hadn't come down that much. Looking forward to that in-person check-in as well, because I don't know, I do feel quite far ahead of where I have been in my previous prep. Like, yeah, I'm much further ahead than I have been previously, but I don't know what that means for me calorie wise, or who really knows. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing her, because I just don't see her that often. I love her. Yeah, it's filling a hole, I suppose. And we all love having our holes filled. Hello, it's Thursday. Just out getting some steps in. Rest days are hard going at the minute, just because I don't get the sexy breakfast. I have beef and broccoli for my post-workout, it's not post-workout, is it? Post-cardio meal. I don't want to eat beef at 9 AM, but I eat it and I don't complain usually. I just get on with it, because food's food. It's rest day today. I find it very difficult to know when to have my meals on a rest day, just because, I don't know, I am very food motivated on a rest day, where I can't work out when to have which one and how to make them last, because I am that little bit hungrier. I've done my cardio this morning, 45 minutes on the stairs. So that's still in there. I don't think that'll change actually. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know how things are going to go, but I am looking good today. There's a lot of lines that weren't there last week. So we'll see what she thinks tomorrow when she sees me in person. But my posing was good this morning. I practiced a bit of posing. And I wanted to get all of my stuff out of the way so that I just have steps to do when I'm home. And then Andy and I can spend our last evening together for the next 3 weeks. On the surface, like, I'm doing okay with that, but like every time he gives me a hug, or every time we're like talking about it, I get that tightness in my chest and my throat, and I'm like, don't fucking cry now. I've had a few wobbles this week. It's just gonna be difficult. We're not apart from each other, and he's my best friend, so it's just gonna be different. He makes the house a home. He's so loud all the time that the house is going to be so quiet. And he's silly with me. So without someone to be silly with, I'm just going to be like super serious at home. I'm like, oh, that sounds boring. Maybe I'll get like a volleyball like Wilson from Castaway, or maybe I don't know, like a watermelon or something. It's got to be something bigger than that, because he's massive. Maybe. So if you see me talking to a pineapple or a watermelon, just mind your business. Mind your business. But I'm going to try and stay occupied. I've got plenty of things to be getting on with. Still finding myself to be just super motivated all the time. I know everybody says that, you know, not every day they want to get up and go to the gym. Motivation doesn't falter too much, because it's my choice to do this, not anybody else's. If I don't do it, no one else is going to do it for me. So yeah, there are some days where you're more tired, but I never don't want to do it. So I've got lots of tunnel visioning to do. Probably be going to bed that little bit earlier, because why not? There's no one to stay up watching things with, or do you know what I mean? So I can just be truly selfish for a few weeks, which might be good for me actually. Maybe I should make him move out on every prep. But no, in all seriousness, I'm doing okay, but I'm not doing okay. So we'll see how we go. It's gotta be done. It is Friday morning. It's been a stressful morning. I've been really upset. I had a shitty session because my head was just elsewhere. It was back here. There's been a few tears already. I'm sure there'll be more. I'm sure there's people that think I'm being a real big baby, but we've just not been apart. So it's just that little bit harder for us. But work have called me and tried to cheer me up by playing games. I'm going into work later at around 2 after I have said my goodbyes. And then I'm off to see the boss. So that'll take my mind off things, see what she's thinking. And then tomorrow I'm working from about 8 until 2, which is just, we're doing the Duke of Cornwall Awards. So over at our training site, I don't know whether I've spoken about this already this week, over at our fire training site, we've got like an overturned train. We've got a house that's, that we regularly set on fire. We've got a house that's collapsed that has tunnels underneath it so that you can demonstrate rescue, and people can literally practice rescue, and we use it for a lot of our live exercises. So we've got scouts and cubs and brownies and cadets from all over the country coming to the Duke of Cornwall Awards tomorrow, and they're gonna go on to that site and do various activities. I think one is a crime scene investigation that they're doing, one of them is a house rescue, I think. But yeah, they're just gonna take part in some of those activities, which will be really nice for them. So I'm going over there to help them out, and then I'll train afterwards. And yeah, and I'll try and keep myself busy for the rest of the weekend, which is actually what I tend to do when he's away. When Andy's been away before, he's only been away for like a week. But yeah, I think I redecorated the bathroom last time he was away. Redecorated the bathroom and sorted my wardrobe out. So I'll probably be doing boring shit like that this weekend. I've got to check in tomorrow. I'm obviously seeing coach tonight, but I've got to check in tomorrow. So hopefully how I've been today doesn't affect that too much. I'm trying to not be stressed, but there's been signs of stress on my body this morning. Like my stomach is not great, my appetite's not great, but we'll get there. It'll be all right. And obviously this is just the kind of initial anticipation of him going away, and it'll get easier as the weeks go on. But that's where we're at. Nothing if not honest. So it'll be okay. It's Friday night. Oh, what a day. It's been so emotional and draining. Listen to that. Quiet. I hate it. It's already a bit shit. I went to the training site, which was actually quite nice, and it picked me back up. I'm just gonna get bloody comfy. I went to the training site after I left Andy. I wasn't in a great place when I got there, but my colleagues are just great. Really cheered me up. And I'll insert some footage in here.
This is really hard. Because you're having to move your feet sort of above your head. I'm really sure I'm looking.
I know. Don't need to go back to the gym.
They'll be sleeping now tomorrow. Definitely the windows is the best bet. thing is, I know it's not moving.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
But it feels like it is when you.
Yeah. It's this bit that makes you feel sick.
Yeah. I say, as I leant back on that bit, I'm sure the carriage moved.
Oh, crikey. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Definitely increased my heart rate.
One of the activities that you'll have just seen is the train. So one of the sites that's there for training for fire is a train crash. And it's on its side, and it's so disorientating when you get in there. It makes you feel sick. It's so weird because you just wouldn't think it'd do that, but that slight change really makes it very, very difficult. So imagine going in there in full PPE with luggage everywhere, bodies and people that are injured and needing help. It would be so intense. So one of the activities that the kids are going to do tomorrow is that we have hidden some boxes in there with numbers on, and all the kids will be given a number and they have to go in and find their number. They're not allowed to pick up anyone else's. They're not allowed to pick up and hand it. They cannot touch anyone else's number. They've got to go in and get theirs, and they've got to help each other and stay an arm's width away from each other at all times, so they could always touch. It's going to be really interesting to see how they team build. One of the other activities is a bungalow that we're going to put some smoke into. It's all safe stuff. We use it for training all the time. I think they will have a mask on though for that one. And they've got to get out of a house. There's like a rope that they can follow. It's all safe stuff, but it's really, really cool. I mean, I never did anything like that when I was a kid. Really cool. There's a supermarket that we have on the site as well, which is all the shelves have fallen over and they've got to kind of get through there and come out with a shopping list and that kind of stuff. It's just really fun. So that will be quite nice tomorrow and cheer me up a little bit, and it's just something to take my mind off stuff. I think I'm going to go and train at Performance tomorrow maybe. I just fancy a change and somewhere different. But yeah, that'll be good. I've just prepared all my meals for tomorrow, all set up, cooked a load of chicken. After the training site, I went over to see my coach. It was really good to see her. I put my posing suit on and she was like, your back is about 3 weeks out. My back is going to be crispy, I think. But everywhere else is coming in nicely. My legs, I don't think are going to be, she doesn't think are going to be as hard work as they were before. We're just in a good position, and it's just about making sure that I pose to accentuate some of the areas that I lack, and to make sure that I really look after my core on stage and make sure that it stays flat, and to look after it basically, and to make sure that I really am engaging everything when I'm posing. And I think that'll come with time, it'll come with experience, it'll come with getting leaner and being able to make sure that I can see what I'm doing. But yeah, it was a really, really good check-in. I'm going to check in properly tomorrow, but it was good to see her in person. She also said that she thinks it's my ring light that's washing me out and that I've got it on too high. So I'm going to take it down a notch tomorrow and see whether that makes any difference, because there are lines there that aren't showing up in my check-in. So I obviously want her to see where I'm at accurately, otherwise she might drop my food lower than it needs to be, or have me doing more cardio than I need to be doing. We're playing it a little bit closer to the mark this time with calories. My calories are still quite high. I worked them out the other day, didn't I? I think they were like 2423, which is just unreal to be at 8 weeks out and still eating that much. But I think tomorrow will be a drop. We're just going to go balls to the wall, but we're not. I mean, it'll still only be 200, 300. It's probably a good idea that Andy's not here, because I will get hungry. I've been hungry today, actually. It has been a hungry day, but I don't know whether that's some of the stress. I have cried a lot today, and as a result of my body being in stress, I haven't been able to venture far from the toilet.
So I imagine I might be a bit lighter tomorrow, but I probably might look a little bit soft. So we'll see. We'll see. She's seen me in person and I was really happy with how I looked. I don't know what the lighting is in Snap Fitness gyms, but okay. Yeah. I was really happy with that. It does look like I've put on some tissue on my abs as well, which is what I really wanted. My feedback from PCA was glutes, hamstrings and conditioning. Now, in the time that we've had, glutes and hamstrings they're not going to have come along massively, but I think as long as my body holds on to a little bit more tissue this time, they might be all right. And I think I've got some abs somewhere under there, a little bit more than I had anyway, so I think I will look different, and that's all I wanted really. So yeah, it's been a long day. It's been an emotional day. Andy was upset as well. We've both just been dreading today. It came around really quickly and was kind of chucked at us, and because it came around so quickly and because it's been so intense, we just kind of got on with it and had to do loads of organising to get him ready. And then today just felt like I was waiting around to leave because we'd done everything and got him ready, and we'd been so balls to the wall about getting him ready that we didn't have much time to think about it or get too sad. And today's been sad, like really sad, but we'll be fine. We'll try and talk as much as we can. The time difference, I'm not actually too sure. I've put all of the key places that he's going to in my world clock, so I should be able to catch him.
Daddy, will you catch him?
Okay, so this is with the warmer kind of glow on the ring light. Good afternoon, people. It is about 20 to 6 on Saturday and I'm finally getting home. I left the house at about 7:30 this morning to do the Duke of Cornwall Awards. Went really, really well. It was a good day, but I'm just absolutely fucked. I cannot tell you how disgustingly hot that gym was, to the point where I had every intention to film some stuff and I didn't even do any posing afterwards. It was disgusting. It's a great gym, but it is so, so hot. I'm only just getting back. I must have been there about 3.5 hours because it's just such a nice gym. I just wanted to make the most out of all the equipment. So I did my workout and then some, and then I had a lot of cardio to do and a lot of steps to do because I just wanted to box them off. They've got a microwave there, so I managed to heat one of my meals up just as I was leaving. I'm 3 meals behind, which is good. Like it's 20 to 6 and I've got 3 meals to have, so I'm going to go to bed pretty full, which is good. One thing that I was going to say today, in fact, no, I've got a couple of things to say today. How exciting. Bypassed Asda on the way home. I think I've mentioned these already this week. I'm not sure whether I have. If I haven't, Callo rice cakes, beetroot and balsamic have the same texture as Monster Munch. Are you hearing me? Monster Munch. Really, really nice. They are spenny though. They're like £2.50. So I'm not buying those in their masses. But the Callo blueberry and vanilla are only £1 at the moment. So stocked up on those. But Asda are renowned, as we know, for being the Vimto queens. So when I was in there, I was going to go and pick up some of the cherry Vimto that I like so much. This one is probably my favourite, cherry, raspberry and blackcurrant. But picked up orange and pineapple, which I've not tried. Picked up orange, strawberry and lime, which was a staple of last prep. I feel like this needs a fanfare. Mango and passion fruit. There is a God, and it is Vimto. So I'm in that stage of prep now where I just get really excited over squash. My check-in was really good this morning. Dropped another, I think, a kilo on midweek, which is amazing. Really, really happy with that. We've had some changes. We're going to really drive calories down a little bit more now, and my cardio is up. So I get the logic in trying to keep my cardio, try and keep my food as high as possible, and focus on the cardio to drive some of the fat off. So let's put that there for now because who cares. So yeah, an hour's cardio and my calories have dropped a little. No rice anymore. That thing that kept me full, see ya. So my oats have come down a little bit. My rest day meal has changed a little bit, and my pre and post workout on a training day I think has changed a little. I need to double check that. But tomorrow's a rest day, and as we know, at 8 weeks out, a rest day isn't a rest day anymore. I'll still have that hour's cardio to do and those 10k steps to do. So gonna do that. My check-in looked a little bit better this morning for turning that ring light down. So let that be a tip to everyone, that a slightly warmer light, I'm just having one of these because I have my rice meal. That's a GDA. My last rice meal. Having a slightly warmer light on your ring light in the check-in actually does help a little bit, but I'm not looking too bad. And like she said, up top seems to come in first for me, but we're still not lacking on the legs. The legs have come in loads, certainly so much more than prep for first timers. So I am gonna have a shower because I honk, and just chill for the rest of the night. And yeah, that's going to be it for me today. I'm going to have some oats. I'm going to have some raspberries. They've also come down, I think. I'm going to have my rice cakes with peanut butter. I'm going to have my, the light of my life, my protein pudding later. But I'll have that about 8 o'clock. So lots of food to fit into the next few hours, which is just lovely because I am fucked. I think all the kind of drama of Andy leaving, but the general upset of that yesterday hit me a little bit today, just in terms of feeling fatigued. I was quite surprised at how good my check-in was today. I thought, you know, there might have been some water there making me look a bit soft, but I looked okay. And my weight still dropped, so it's all good. So yeah, things are looking good. Coach is happy, so that's all that matters. And yeah, a relaxing night for me, I think. I've certainly put a shift in today. It's Sunday morning. I thought I'd do a little bit of a full day of eating today. It's a rest day, and I'm getting used to new calories, and I've had to write them all down and all that kind of stuff, and my meals have slightly changed a little bit. So I thought I'd do rest day food today. I'm starting off with what I can honestly say is poverty portion oats. I have had this on a show day, which just makes me real sad. I've lost my bagel. I don't know how I was getting away with a bagel and jam on rest day as well as, but no more. So there's 40 grams of oats in here, 20 grams of whey and 10 grams of peanut butter, and I'm gonna go and try and enjoy every last fucking mouthful, because then we're on to beef. Meal 2 going in. It is 20 to 12. I went into my cardio at about 9. And then when I finished, I realised that my work phone only had about 2% battery left. So I went and dug my charger out of the car, drove around for a little bit, sat in the car and waited until it got a bit more juice. And then I went and got as many steps in as I could on the treadmill before I got hungry. We're on about 12,109. I'm doing 10k a day, but I left my watch on the Stairmaster, so that counts steps as well. So I made sure that I'll probably go to about 15k today, just to cover the difference. And yeah, I'm fucking starving. Rest days are really hungry days. I think it's the lull in the training that just makes my body go, it wants all the food. So today, with things being a little bit different, I've got a couple of chicken meals, an oatmeal and my pudding. So I've dropped the rice cakes and peanut butter, although I did have some peanut butter this morning, but dropped the rice cakes. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Thank God it's a Sunday and I've got a bit more time and I can spread things out a little bit more. I've started the ball rolling now and I'm hungry. So I'm going to have, am I going to have another meal? I don't need it. Oh, I want it. No. I settled on having the 15 cashews from one of my meals as a little snacky snack. So the time is passing, it's 10 to 3 now. Just got off the phone to Andy. He's touched down in San Francisco. Things are all good. So I'm now only just getting on to meal free. Oh my God, I'm dropping everything. I've spread the meals out very well today, not because I've really tried to, but because I've just been doing other shit. He's okay. He's very tired. His hotel is in Oakland, just the other side of the bridge. There's not a lot there. I think he had lots of ideas about what he might be doing in San Francisco and things that he might be able to see and do, but actually he is a lot further away from everything than he thought, but it's better for work. So he's going to see what he can do today. And yeah, I'm going to eat this. I'm going to take a couple of meals over to my mum's in a bit. I'm going to go over there around 4 and I'm just going to do some work and chill with them, so I've got a bit of company, but nothing very exciting. Some days, Sundays be like that, and that's cool. I enjoy a lazy Sunday. Just at mum and dad's, well, mum and stepdad's, making my meal, I can't even remember, is it meal 4, which is another chicken and veg. My dad's here and they're all having dinner together, so I'm joining them with chicken and broccoli. Right, it's half time in the Schofield Bradley household. Everybody's making snacks. I'm measuring out my porridge incorrectly and giving myself an extra gram. There you go. I've already measured out my raspberries. That's changed slightly. I think I'm down to 60 grams or 40 grams. I'll double check. I'm going to still pop some choc shot in it, and I've already weighed out my 10 grams whey, so that's going in next.
With the Gillette Labs range.
Last, but by no means least, the humble protein pudding. It's actually quite early. We'll see how this goes. Dexter, say bye, everybody.